Who wants to kick off?
Ashleigh, start by talking us through that catch. At the end, how much did you sort of know about it and as you were tumbling backwards and things like that?
I always knew that I was going to be in a hot spot for Eccleston. She hits the ball to cow quite a lot, so I was probably off the rope too many steps, knowing that she hits the ball pretty hard and far. But the ball was in the air for an eternity, and was able to pluck it with one hand. And then I guess after the initial catch, it was trying to get my momentum to basically not fall over the rope, and then it was just one of those things which instinct kind of kicks in and you throw the ball back and hope that you can catch it on the rebound. But I made a bit of a meal of it in the end, and I'm sure people probably say that I put a bit of mayo on it, but I didn't mean for it to be caught that way, but I'll take it.
What were you thinking at 59 for 4 early on in the game sort of thing? Was the end result 300 above expectations in the end?
I guess when I got out there, we're in a bit of a tough patch. And for me and Moons, it was just basically to build a partnership and to just kind of ease the nerves a little bit and calm people down. And we were able to get a really good partnership going. And I guess the conversations just kept being around putting pressure back on them. I know for me, batting in those types of situations, you can kind of go back in your shell when, for me, that doesn't really work because then I kind of go too far the other way. So I still try to be really proactive. I tried to put pressure back on Eccleston, which sometimes worked and sometimes didn't, but I guess it made her change something, and that was what I was trying to do. And we got a really good partnership going, and when we both kind of scored the 50, Moons was like, it's only half a job done. And then obviously after she got out, the messages were kind of the same with T-Mac, and that was probably the best I've seen T-Mac bat in a very long time. And she actually just took a lot of pressure off me. I didn't feel like, because I was the one in, that I had to keep going as hard. But if I got a ball in my area, to obviously go through with it. But she took a lot of pressure off me just by playing really good cricket shots and just kept that partnership flowing. And then, in the end, obviously I was able to reach that milestone, which is something that I've searched for so long. And I played a lot of international games and haven't quite made that mark, and spent that much time out in the middle and actually put a marker out there for my team. So to be able to reach that was pretty emotional. It was pretty cool to tick off.
I wasn't saying that Australia's batting depth. I think Belzy became the first to hit a ton for number 5 last month. Now you've done it for number 6. Yeah,
it just shows, I guess, how many people can bat in our team, and we genuinely bat down to 9 and 10. So, to know that batting at 6, you've got people around you that can take the game on, and you never really feel like you're out of it. Even though I went in at 4 for 59, you just knew that you were only one partnership away from building the innings back up again. And I guess that's the conversations that have always happened within this group, and people know their roles really clearly, and you've got that clarity from everyone around you that no matter the situation, just keep taking the game on. And that's something that we always speak about, is just being really relentless and putting the pressure back on them, because when you're feeling the pressure, you're probably not going to play the shots that you would naturally. And I know for me personally, that's what I try and do more often than not. So to be able to make a score for my team today was super important. But then you see someone like Georgia Wareham, who comes into the team, has a massive impact. We take a lot of that momentum from that back end of the innings into our bowling innings, and then take 2 early wickets. So things like that certainly don't go unnoticed. Yes, I scored a big score today, but I think so many other people stood up in those moments, and then Kingy to get 5 for in the end, it was super special. So it's been a good day for Australian cricket.
Was it nice to get those couple of boundaries in the 90s so you weren't lingering in there too long?
Yes. Short answer, yes. It was like one of those things, because I haven't made many hundreds throughout my whole cricketing life. I had a feeling that I would get really nervous in the 90s, and kind of building up to that point. I think people speak about the number 87, which is a number that you don't want to be on for too long. And thankfully for me, Nat bowled a couple down leg, and I was able to get those away to the boundary and kind of race through the 90s. And then, the rest kind of just fell in place, and I was able to get to that milestone. And certainly something that I can be really proud of.
What's really clicked for you in the batting in the last few? I guess you had that good score in New Zealand. You carried on to this series. Is it anything feeling different for you in the middle?
I don't think technically anything's really changed. I guess for me, it's I think why I love batting in ODI cricket is I've got more balls than what I think, and sometimes that's all I need is just to get my innings going that way, and then being able to capitalise later on. And I think like I've put a lot of time and effort in. I know the Big Bash this year didn't kind of go the way that I would have liked, and just trying to get my confidence back after that, and to play some good ODI series against England and India and New Zealand coming into this series. I was coming in with a bit of confidence with the bat, but I guess until you make scores out in the middle, that's where you get the real confidence. Like you can bat the house down in the nets, but it doesn't really mean much. So for me, just being able to spend some time out in the middle was super important. And today to actually capitalise on being out there for a long period was super special.
Ashleigh, the first Indigenous Australian woman to score an international 100. What does it mean from that perspective?
I'd not really thought about that, to be honest. I feel like I'm a role model for my people, and to be able to play for my country is something that I can always be really proud of, and following the footsteps of those that came before me. And to be the first ever Aboriginal woman to score 100 is something that I can hang my hat on and be really proud of. But whenever I step out onto the field, I'm playing for more than just myself. I'm playing for my people, my family, my community. To be able to represent them well on the biggest stage is something that I take with immense pride. And I guess for me, having my tribe name tattooed on my forearm, I guess whenever I look down at when I'm tapping my bat, it's just that one of those moments that you can look back on. And having the Aboriginal flag on my front arm as well is just one of those reminders that, there's more to cricket than cricket, and you're not only representing yourself, but so many other people. So to be able to step out onto that field any chance I get is certainly just a big moment for me anyway.
Thank you. I guess 6-0 up now. Have you won the Ashes?
No, we haven't. Until we get to 10 points, we'll certainly be in the box seat. We can take a lot of confidence with what we've done. I know there was sort of redemption after the white ball series that we played last time in the Ashes. We weren't up to it. And I think the standard that we've kind of shown throughout today was probably the most clinical batting performance that we've put out there. We've played on some tricky wickets, so it's really exposed us at different times and being able to overcome that. But knowing that we're going into the T20s, which I think probably is England's best format. So being able to take confidence in what we've done in these last 3 ODIs into that first T20 on Monday. I'd imagine England probably don't have as much confidence as what we do, so we should really relish in that. And playing at the SCG on Monday on home turf for me, so it's just another special moment to be able to play in front of a hopefully packed crowd at the SCG with a lot of Aussie supporters. So fingers crossed we get off to the way that we want to in those T20s, and we can be 8-0 up.
Cool. Thanks, guys.